going on, everybody? It's your girl, Talking Star Wars, aka Shannon. I even have a Kenobi shirt on to prove I'm Talking Star Wars. You guys have probably seen a bunch of my videos. We have got some updates from Bespian Bulletin about news that I did, yesterday, 2 days ago, about Idris Elba joining Star Wars, which could be fake, which couldn't be not, but it's from a significant source. So I'm gonna quickly read through that. I'm kind of working for this awesome YouTube channel called Fandom Empire in their Star Wars division, though. But I will link their things so that you guys can go check them out. They're one of the best content creators of all time, or content sub-channels of all time. Like, their main one's called Fandom Empire, where they do Star Wars, like pretty much anything fandom related. They do wrestling as well. They have a separate channel for like Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, called Legend of Westeros. I'm gonna see if I can get that link, and then I'll post the 3 main ones there. And then there's the typical Fandom Empire, which has everything, and then there's the Legacy of Star Wars, which is the one that I'm associated with. So go like, comment, and subscribe over there, you guys. It really helps out the algorithm. I'm gonna go subscribe on my Wax on Wax channel and comment afterwards and be and even just an emoji, listen through it, and then But first off, you guys, I'm gonna do a little intro thingy. I found some awesome Star Wars music, so I'll just quickly play a second or so of it, and then I'll close my Spotify and then read the Idris Elba thingy. I guess it's gonna happen in a second. Okay, wild Star Wars rumors. We also got another little one yesterday, but I think that got confirmed. I'll probably go up and hit the homepage thing and look for it after this. But that Idris Elba, sorry if I'm pronouncing his name wrong, to star in Rey's new Jedi Fallen Order movie? And Mara Jade coming to the live action. Sorry about all these ads and stuff. There's a Facebook one there and stuff. Towards the tail end of last week, 2 rumors appeared online. Really? I thought I saw this one recently, the first one. Which led to excitement, speculation, and confusion from pockets of various Star Wars fans. Usually I wouldn't cover these sorts of rumors. As you know, I only cover rumors, leaks, news, etc. from people and outlets I consider to be very reliable with great track records. There's been some truly outlandish rumors over the past week or so that I will not tackle or give any thought to, as they are absolutely ridiculous and don't deserve my time nor yours. However, I'm covering and giving my thoughts on 2 rumors that comes from outlets some consider to be reliable, that many followers and readers have gotten in touch with me about. You guys can go follow Bespian, which is a significant source, a reliable one, but on Patreon, by Ko-Fi. And if you guys know Making Star Wars, he often is on the Making Star Wars channel, breaking down these things as well. Let's start things off with the rumor that Idris Elba, the British actor who's appeared in high-profile films such as Thor Ragnarok, or the Thor movies in general, Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Shaw, and critically acclaimed TV series Luther, is going to star in the upcoming new Jedi Order movie, being written by Stephen Knight, Peaky Blinders, and directed by Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy, Ms. Marvel, which will be led by Daisy Ridley's Rey Skywalker. The rumors claim that Idris Elba is the villain in the flick. Let me just state one thing. I don't think that she's going to lead the movie. She's probably going to be a supporting, but not the official one. She's probably, it mentions, I quickly did a video on this one earlier, but for some reason my headphones didn't work. when I did a breakdown thingy or a reaction to that gameplay that we got yesterday or something. Yeah. So yeah. Also, my throat kind of hurts, so be prepared for me to drink something. One of my shows is on like soon, so I don't know if I'll be doing both of these. I'm just kind of like checking to see my battery because it's kind of low. The rumor originated from Giant Freaking Robots and the Twitter account My Time to Shine. Hello. I'm familiar with the Twitter account and have seen them get reports correct in the past, mostly in the Star Wars realm, in the Marvel Studios realm. Pardon me, I'm kind of tired. And I've also seen them release incorrect reports. However, just because a person or does well or specializes in reporting accurate information from one franchise, it doesn't mean they'll have accurate information for another. So take it with a pinch of salt. Time will always prove you to be right or wrong. As for Giant Freaking Robot, they've had accurate reports in the past for sure. One that springs to mind in fairly recent times is they were the first to report that Kurt Russell, the Thing, was going to star in the Apple TV Plus Godzilla series. But they've also had a plethora of unproven and or inaccurate reports. However, in this case, I do not believe the reports of Alba being cast as the villain of Rey movie at this time, and I'll explain my reasons as to why. Okay, voice break for a second. I've been talking like all day, did like 2 versions of this, but for some weird reason you could only hear that like song thingy that I did. Yeah, I got McDonald's for like dinner as well, so I may stop talking for a few seconds and eat my... I got the lid just opened by itself. Hey, there was no mess in the bag. Hold on. My poutine. Oh, you can't see it. I don't want to like tip it out. Yeah. We're currently in the midst of a Writers Guild America strike, which has subsequently, unquestionably slowed down the industry, like Cobra Kai, for example. Back in April, Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy revealed that Stephen Knight, the writer of the new Jedi Order movie, was expected to submit his draft by mid-May. The WGA, the Writers Guild America strike, began on May 1st, a couple of weeks ahead of when Kennedy claimed the draft would be submitted, and it's unknown at this time if Knight was able to submit his draft ahead of the start of the strike, and thus 2 weeks earlier than when Kennedy said it was due. I forget whom, but somebody said that he didn't in time. I forgot to drink my thing. Also, my laptop's kind of low, so I may not be on the screen for a second. It's possible he could have, but he's not allowed to be working on the project during this period. Maybe he is, but like jotting down notes instead of an official script, which does not have an end in sight. Too bad. It's also unusual cast around unwritten characters, and given the extremely short amount of time Knight has seemingly been working on the project, around 2 months, it's unlikely the villain character would have been flashed out and developed. Especially if the script is taking a massive departure from what the previous writers of the movie, Damon Lindelof, Watchmen, and Lost and stuff, and Justin Britt Gibson Into the Badlands, were poorly envisioned, which is rumored to have featured an 8-year-old Rey Skywalker played by Dame Helen Mirren in a more supporting role, with the leads being her 2 students. I kind of think it may be that for some weird reason. Like Daisy Ridley instead of an elderly one, though. And then like her training and then sending off 2 new students, maybe with the help of like Poe Dameron and Oscar Isaac, Finn, John Boyega, Rose maybe. Then again, Rose is in Force Sensitive. And also, I forget whom. I want to be like it was Jeff Snyder. Funny enough, it mentions him right here. But I believe that Knight was hired in like February or something. Like somebody else, I guess, wanted a shot at the project, and maybe it was Knight, the Peaky Blinders dude that they're going to talk about a little bit. Here, give me one quick second, guys. Ignore my back screen for a second. I'm just quickly going to C38. I'm probably going to get my laptop charger. Another thing to remember in regards to the Ray Led film is that it was previously reported by journalist and insider Jeff Snyder that casting for the flick wasn't due to begin until August, and this was before the WGA strike began. At that point, Knight would have already submitted his first draft and would have likely have been deep into his second with a clearer vision of the story and characters being developed. However, the WGA strike did happen and is ongoing, which has paused many productions and delayed various parts of the filming making process, including casting. Recently, HBO paused the casting process of the second season of its hit series The Last of Us due to the ongoing strike. Also, there's a writer's strike. A Screen Actors one, so I don't know if any of the Star Wars people will be involved with the strike. Like if any of the cast, like Katie Sackhoff, The Mandalorian Season 4, for example, in them. Because like they can't write and act unless they get a deal, I guess. It's all three of these reasons which lead me to believe that Idris Elba has not been cast as the villain in the new Jedi Order movie. At this time, perhaps there's been early discussions internally at Lucasfilm. Maybe he's being looked at as the prototype of an actor for the character. Idris is a very talented actor and would be a welcome addition to Galaxy Far Far Away. I may not go for like the thank you for reading the article type part. My voice kind of hurts, like I said. After I'm done quickly like reading like through like this up to the quantity projects thingy, I'm gonna quickly go get my laptop. It's like in the next room. Yeah. The second and final rumor we're addressing once again comes from the Twitter account My Time to Shine. Hello. I don't think I'm familiar with them. The user took to Twitter and joked about Kim Kardashian being cast as Mary Jade in a live-action Star Wars project. They then followed up this tweet alleging that Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige was using a burner account to follow My Time, and added that they joked about the Kardashian casting as Feige is looking at Mary Jade to his Star Wars film. I'm sure many of my readers are very familiar with the character Mara Jade. I'm not. But for those that aren't, she appeared in various Star Wars Legends novels, most notably the beloved Thrawn trilogy. I may have to read that, especially leading up to Ahsoka somehow. Where it was revealed that she was once a special agent of Emperor Palpatine, known as the Emperor's Hand, and later married Luke Skywalker with the two birthing a son in Ben Skywalker. Jade is a very well-known and notorious character from the Legends era, with fans hoping to see her come into canon at some point. Why would they bring her in right now for when it could be confusing to like us current fans that like don't really have time to read books? No offense. Like me. Also, there's a Ben Skywalker technically already, like Ben Solo. So maybe they would have a daughter, like change it up somehow and name her Leia. Personally, I don't believe that Kevin Feige is actively working on a Star Wars film, and hasn't for quite some time. Feige was announced to be producing this and developing a film in a galaxy far, far away back in 2019, and hired Michael Waldron Loki to pen the project last year. I think it was before that he was penned to the project, but who knows. But Waldron became too busy with Avengers Secret Wars. Jeff Snyder reported that the Feige film was no longer in development, which was followed up by Variety also stating that the Feige project was no longer being developed. And back in April, Kathleen Kennedy revealed that Feige's Slick didn't get developed, and that the Marvel Studios president never discussed an idea with her. I'm pretty sure that this was pitched, maybe not an idea, but like that Kevin Feige was interested, that he wanted Michael Waldron to do the script, something. It's been widely reported that Feige is busier than ever with Marvel Studios, with the studio releasing more content than ever before, and in more recent times, experiencing dwindling box office returns. Some of the Marvel films haven't been doing really great. Like the last Ant-Man, I don't think did very great at box office wise. Shazam, I know that that's not like Marvel, I don't believe, but that one didn't do really great. You have the Jonathan Majors case, who's King the Conqueror. More disappointing critical reception than before, and various projects dividing the opinions of its fan base. I actually had a copy of Almost like Thor: Love and Thunder, because that one apparently sucked, but I didn't want to like waste my time buying a ticket if it sucked. Since then, its Marvel Studios have been hiring more experienced writers for its projects, taking more time in the post-production process and attempting to create more quality of quantity projects. Will we ever see or hear what his idea would have been? And why not, while I'm on that topic, do you guys think we would ever see Chris Lord and Phil Miller's solo Star Wars story was originally going to be like before Ron Howard took over? Or what Gareth Edwards' thing would have looked like? Like either a script, a draft, oh my god, what's his face? Colin Trevorrow's thing. Because he did like Duel of the Jedi or Duel of the Fates, which was going to be originally titled Episode 9, I believe. And then the Book of Henry came out. And then he was fired from Lucasfilm, or he was in talks or something. Now I'm going to go get my laptop charger. I'll leave my laptop right here for like a few seconds. Maybe switch up my stuff too, because my thing is over there. The extension cord is over this way. Gotta like move a few of my thingies, my poutine. I got like 30 minutes until my show actually, so I'm safe. There's a bunch of like repeats on it, and I usually don't watch Jeopardy. I'll be right back in the Wheel of Fortune. I'll be right back in like a second, guys. Hopefully my laptop does not turn off and get offline. I'm back. Just give me one quick second, you guys, and I'll go into the Bespian one, the other one. Okay. And I'm back. Just give me one quick second. There we go. It's charging, just in case. Plus, like I said beforehand, I'm gonna probably go like, comment, and subscribe on the Fandom Empire channel and them on my other channel. Because one of the main guys there named Sean, he's like, that would be funny if this article just read me. Pardon that. I wish there was like some kind of ad blog I could do for this one. Like there technically is up there. Or something. Yeah, it has access. Yeah, I keep on getting this one. Okay. Disney announces release dates for 3 Star Wars movies. This one I'm going to have loads to talk about, so yeah. May and December 2026. Even though it probably should be the other way, right? Because December, well, I guess it depends when it is. And then December 2027. If you guys don't remember, oh God, a few years ago, I forget exactly when now. I want to be like 2018 for some odd reason. Maybe 2017 or something when The Last Jedi came out. It went The Last Jedi in May. The Last Jedi in December. And then Solo in May. And both were, like, both films, like, I don't like The Last Jedi as much. Solo was kind of great, but, like, they could have done marketing better. They probably could have, like, de-aged Harrison, maybe. Or got, oh my God. His name's Anthony Gruber, and he's, like, a Harrison Ford impersonator. He looks like Harrison, so, like, they probably, no offense to Alden Ehrenreich, but they probably could have got him. What's his face was really great. Donald Glover was really great as Lando. He was, like, one of the best parts. Funny enough, speaking of the de-aging of Harrison, the girl that plays, like, the, goddaughter to Indy in Dial of Destiny, she's voices that L3 or whatever, that living robot in Solo Star Wars story. Phoebe Waller-Bridge. It's a surprise to be sure, but most certainly a welcome one. Disney has released their updated movie slate, and it came with a couple of surprises for Star Wars fans, with the House of Mouse announcing 3 release dates for various untitled Star Wars movies, including 2 in 2026. I wonder if they're actually going to happen now because of, like, the strike and stuff. May 22nd, 2026 is our first one, unless the dates get changed. Also, it's my birthday, May 26th, so if this comes out, May 22nd, maybe I'll go see it. Or maybe, like, just, like, at home kind of thing, like, watch it online and be like, or whatever, like, cheer and stuff. Maybe I'll somehow do a watch-along thingy without sharing my screen, though. I did that for Cobra Kai or whatever beforehand. Okay. We've known, Disney were aiming to release a Star Wars movie in December 2025 for years. It was announced back in 2020, with the belief being it was being held for the movie being directed by Thor, Love and Thunder's Taika Waititi. However, a lot has changed within those 3 years. It's widely been reported by the trades, along with credible journalists, that the December 2025 movie had penciled in the untitled, sorry, I keep on hearing noise outside, New Jedi Order movie, which is being rewritten by Stephen I. Peaky Blinders following the departure of Lindelof and Britt Gibson. It will be directed by Miss Marvel's Charmin Obaid-Chinoy. Once again, sorry if I mispronounced people's names. It seems that the December 2025 film was suffered a 5-month delay, which is likely due to the ongoing Writers' Strike Guild of America. Okay, now I'm going to drink some pop or eat because I'm, like, coughing a lot. The feature film was formally announced at Star Wars Celebration in April. By the way, if, depending on what time it's at, maybe it will still be at the same time, I will probably live stream Celebration again like I did last time, like this past April. Like out here or whatever in the middle of the night, or the middle of the day, depending if my Wi-Fi works, because I don't know if it was like glitchy or whatever, but one of my previous videos, it was laggy when I did a live. Maybe it has to be a certain time that I do a live. But yeah, with Obaid-Chinoy bringing out Daisy Ridley, who announced she was returning in the franchise, and that she would be leading the new Jedi Order movie. Little else is known about the film at this time, but in interviews around Celebration, Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy revealed that Stephen Knight was due to turn in his draft by mid-May. However, the Writers Guild America began a strike on May 1st, which prohibited Knight from working on the project until the strike was over, which currently does not have an end date in its sight. It's unknown if Knight turned in a draft ahead of time of the strike's start, but it's also been reported that Lucasfilm were hoping to begin production of the film in February 2024, with insider Jeff Snyder reporting that Lucasfilm was hoping to begin casting for the film this coming August, which also clarifies the Idris Elba thingy. Due to this delay, that all seems unlikely, and production will likely start much later in 2024, giving Knight and Lucasfilm more time, a quality piece of work. I definitely agree. I wonder when it's going to be, though. I mean, like I just said, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, it's like getting bad reviews. I haven't seen it. Did it come out already? Yet? For those of you guys that probably don't know, I have like a few physical issues, like health kind of issues. So and my mom's like terrified for me to really go anywhere, especially like if they get worse kind of thingy. And I'm kind of waiting by the phone once in a while for a checkup thingy, just to like clarify that it's nothing serious. I was just reading of how many paragraphs. Oh my god. Okay, these ones getting to get more confusing. I wish I could. Can I move my head? Oh. You know, it may look really weird at some point. Then you got December 18th, 2026 movie. Which were previously reported by Hollywood reported that the next film due to be released after the Ray Skywalker and the New Jedi Order flick was that from the Mandalorian executive producer Dave Filoni. Before I get into like the rest of this, who knows if it's going to be his? Okay, Mandalorian season 4 got written, but who knows when they're going to shoot? It mentions like somewhere down below in the article about it. Also, Ahsoka season 1 comes out in August 23rd, I think it was. So it's like this. Is it going to get season 2? What are they going to do with Ray Stevenson if his character survives him? Balin Skull, I believe? Or Skrull. And, oh my god. Skeleton Crew also comes out like November or whatever. So it's like, what's going to happen if they get season 2, like the movie? Because it may tie in with Skeleton Crew as well. At the time, the Hollywood Reporter believed that the Filoni directed movie, which will act as a crossover event for various various television series set during the time of The Mandalorian were released 1 year later, December 2026. At the time, Avatar 4 was penciled in for that release date, but director James Cameron was quoted in an interview believing the fourth entry in the Avatar franchise would hit cinemas in 2027, and not December 2026, which would free up the date for Filoni's film, unless Marvel or somebody takes it. Due to the belief from the trailers that the next movie to be released after the new Jedi Order movie was to be that being helmed by Dave Filoni. It's a fair assumption that his project is likely taking up the December 2026 spot. The Mandalorian flick is expected to shoot at the same studio in which The Mandalorian and the other series tied to it, Ahsoka, The Book of Boba Fett, etc., Manhattan Beach Studios, located in California. Production at Manhattan Beach is heavily reliant on the volume, the stagecraft technology used in all the live-action Star Wars series produced by Dave Filoni, which allows for faster and more cost-effective productions. However, one thing I think is important to be noted, and might hint at the December 2026 being that of Filoni, is that this film would likely be in production at the same time as the new Jedi Order film releasing in May of 2026. This means that neither movie would have to fight for studio space at Pinewood Studios London, which is where the Rey Skywalker life flick is due to film. The production of the December 2026 movie would also likely cross over with the movie planned for December 2027, which again could be looking at to film at Pinewood Studios, having the December 2026 production taking place in Manhattan Beach Studios makes the most sense and lends to the idea that it is the Mandoverse flick being directed by Dave Filoni. It's also worth remembering that the original The Hollywood Report claimed that Filoni's flick was dependent on when The Mandalorian Season 4 was filmed and released, along with the possible second season of Ahsoka, which has not been greenlit yet. But we'll see. The Mandalorian Season 4 was due to begin filming in late September, with series creator Jon Favreau having already completed scripts, but was delayed to an unknown time due to the WGA strike. It's likely that the season won't be so far delayed that it impacts the crossover film. With my belief, okay, he said belief twice, but my belief being that The Mandalorian Season 4 will release within the first half of 2025. We will see. I mean, who knows about this strike, right? A bunch of series. My favorite show, Cobra Kai, is not happening until the strike's over. This is the one where I'm going to have a lot to say, I feel like. And then I'm going to go hear if this one's okay, even though I do not have a headphone in my ear. I'll just upload this and then watch my show, which is on like 27 minutes. Jeopardy. Then you have the third one. December 17th, 2027. The last movie that Disney has listed is that of December 17th, 2027. The date has been penciled in for a Star Wars movie since 2020, with the belief at the time being that it was for a Star Wars movie being produced by Kevin Feige, which is no longer in development. You just talked about it in a previous thingy. So, like, it could still happen. Patty Jenkins could still happen. I mean, as a TV or a movie. Ryan Johnson keeps on saying his is. Oh my god. Sean Levy, the guy from he did Free Guy, the upcoming Deadpool 3 and Stranger Things. He's doing a Star Wars film. Or was that canceled? Because he said he was doing one, I think. So it could be either thingy. I think this thing will be taken by one of the next two films I'm going to discuss. I'm not as confident with this date, but signs point me towards it being the long overdue film from Jojo Rabbit's Taika Waititi, my boy. I have the hugest crush on him. Waititi began writing his untitled Star Wars movie in 2020, you guys. So just think of 7 years after he gets announced. Right. Yeah. Alongside 1917's Christy Wilson Cranes, it was originally due to release in December 2025. However, that no longer seems to be the case. In recent comments from Kathleen Kennedy in April implied that Taika Waititi was now writing the project alone and simply needed a third act to complete his script. Waititi himself said that he's been working on a Star Wars movie pre-strike and was trying to figure out the middle part, likely a second act. The trades have also mentioned that Taika Waititi is hoping to begin shooting a Star Wars film sometime next year once he completes work on his next directorial effort, Clara and the Sun, which has yet to begin production and isn't expected to until late next year or early next. Once again, being dependent on ongoing Writers Guild America strike, on paper it seems like Taika Waititi's film is next in line following the new Jedi Order and Mandoverse films. But there's another. I should have somehow clipped the but there's another from Yoda, I think it was. I'm not going to go over the closing thoughts, and my voice, like, really hurts. And then nobody knows what's going to happen with this one. I'm going to quickly get a drink again. And why not? In April, at Star Wars Celebration in London, Lucasfilm announced that Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destinies. I cannot wait, you guys. I'm a huge fan of Harrison Ford. I used to call him the hottie when I was a kid. And I'm currently addicted, or was, and still am, addicted to Mads Mikkelsen. Oh, God. Carmen, help me. One of my subscribers of this channel. But James Mangold will write and direct a Star Wars movie. We'll see if this happens. It was revealed by the writer-director that he was writing a Star Wars movie. And Swamp Thing for DC Studios and Warner Brothers Discovery, with the exception that both of these films would be released by 2028. The Logan filmmaker is set to direct his next film, A Complete Unknown, a Bob Dylan biopic, in August, but principal photography on the production could be, likely will be delayed due to the ongoing Writers Guild of America strike. Once production is completed, which, if all goes to plan, the film could be completed by November. Jeff Snyder reports that Mangold will move on to writing his untitled Star Wars film, which will follow the first ever Jedi and Discovery of the Force. I cannot wait. It's going to be completely different. It's not going to be connected to like Luke, Leia, no offense to them. No. However, it's on Mangold will focus on the Star Wars film once filming is complete, or once post-production is complete. Either way, it seems, at least on paper, that Mangold's Dawn of the Jedi movie is the furthest away. See? Even Bespian thinks that like these aren't probably gonna happen. Delayed. Yeah, guys, why would they do this again for? Solo's failure can't be pinpointed to just one mistake. By releasing Solo just 5 months after the movie's divisive. Yeah, see? Or they could change these things. Movies could change. Stephen Knight could leave. And then this one won't happen. And then the the New Jedi Order one wouldn't happen. Right. But yeah, I love these timelines too. I feel like I said it maybe at some point during the celebration thingy, because they're not connected. Technically, they're not connected, but to any of the Star Wars things that we know of, in Episode 10. Even though this could be the Rey movie, Episode 10, because it's Rey. I don't know. Part of me randomly wants to go and ask Sean from Fandom Empire or something, or our group chat thingy over there, and be like, is the Rey movie Episode 10? I don't know if I just want to bug him and ask him that or what. If they talk about this article kind of thingy, break it down a little bit, and it's a live video thingy, I'm actually gonna maybe ask them that, super chat them or whatever. Yeah, guys, go comment and subscribe over here. Over there, I'm gonna pin their channels right now. Well, I have about 20 minutes before Jeopardy. I'm just going to quickly go over to YouTube while I do this. Okay, see you guys.